Imagine being faced with overwhelming loss and uncertainty. This is the heartbreaking reality that Naomi experienced, and the unexpected loyalty of her daughter-in-law Ruth changed everything. Today, we explore Ruth's remarkable story from the Bible. It illustrates profound commitments and the impact of faith. Naomi loses her husband and sons. In her despair, she urges her daughters-in-law to return to their families. Orpah agrees, but Ruth fiercely clings to Naomi. Ruth declares, "Where you go, I will go. Your people will be my people." This powerful choice expresses unwavering loyalty and faith in God. Ruth's journey is not just about physical movement. It's about transformation. Her commitment leads her to a new land and a new faith. Upon reaching Bethlehem, Ruth faces new challenges, but her resilience shines. She meets Boaz, a relative of Naomi, who notices her dedication. Despite trials, Ruth's story teaches us to endure. Many abandon their dreams when faced with setbacks. Ruth's loyalty illustrates the importance of perseverance. In life, challenges are inevitable. We must learn to respond with courage and tenacity. Just like Ruth, we are called to remain faithful amid difficulties. Naomi felt a mixture of gratitude and concern, observing Ruth's unwavering support despite the trials ahead. As they entered Bethlehem, whispers filled the air, but Ruth stood resolute, determined to carve their path forward. With each step on unfamiliar soil, an unyielding bond formed between them, a tapestry woven from faith, loyalty, and the hope of better days. As Ruth ventured into the fields to glean, she was met with both kindness and curiosity from the workers who watched her closely. She recognized the significance of her humble beginnings amidst this new community, yet her spirit remained unbroken. The sun shone brightly, illuminating her determination, while she knelt to gather the leftover grain. Each handful represented not just sustenance, but the promise of a future built alongside Naomi, whose wisdom and strength inspired Ruth's every move. It was here, in those quiet moments of labor, that the seeds of a deeper connection with Boaz began to sprout, hinting at the unfolding of a beautiful story that would reshape not only their lives, but the legacy of their people. As the day wore on, Boaz observed Ruth with growing admiration. Intrigued by her resilience and unwavering spirit, he approached her, asking, "Who is that young woman?" His voice carried warmth, cutting through the din of the fields, and Ruth felt a shift in the atmosphere, a spark of hope igniting within her heart. Boaz extended an invitation to dine with him, offering her a place at the table and a chance to share in the blessings of the harvest. In that moment of unexpected kindness, Ruth's heart soared, realizing that every act of loyalty she demonstrated had led her here, to a new beginning filled with promise, faith, and the possibility of love. She accepted his invitation, grateful for the acknowledgement of her efforts, and felt that perhaps, just perhaps, this chance encounter could be the foundation of something profound. After sharing a meal, Boaz admired Ruth's bravery, his heart quietly stirring with respect. "Your loyalty to Naomi is inspiring," he remarked with sincerity, his eyes searching hers for understanding. In that instant, Ruth realized that her journey had connected them in ways she could never have imagined, ushering in a future full of hope. In the weeks that followed, Ruth and Boaz worked together, their bond growing stronger amid shared laughter and labor. Each moment became a testament to their commitment, building a bridge between their pasts and dreams for the future. Ruth's faith and loyalty, once a struggle, blossomed into love, creating a legacy that would last for generations. As Ruth continued to glean alongside Boaz's workers, she felt a shift in her heart. What had begun as mere survival transformed into an enriching experience filled with purpose. The field, once a place of uncertainty, now echoed with laughter and camaraderie. She grew to appreciate the significance of belonging to a community, witnessing firsthand the generosity that blossomed from shared burdens and aspirations. Naomi, wise and perceptive, noticed Ruth's radiant spirit and began to nurture her daughter-in-law's evolving relationship with Boaz. "There's much to the man who shows you kindness," she advised, her voice tinged with hope and encouragement. Ruth took Naomi's words to heart, understanding that this bond could lead them into a brighter chapter of their lives, suffused with love and stability. Each day in the fields became a step closer to destiny, as the whispers of their journey intertwined with the very fabric of their new home. As the days turned into weeks, Ruth and Boaz's connection blossomed amidst the backdrop of the harvest. Together they celebrated the bounty of their hard work, sharing stories and dreams during breaks under the warm sun. Each conversation deepened their understanding and admiration for one another, weaving a thread of companionship that felt both reassuring and exhilarating. Ruth felt a warmth in her heart that she hadn't anticipated, as Boaz's presence grew more significant in her life, igniting a spark of hope that perhaps love was indeed within reach. With every shared laugh and glance, she realized that her commitment to Naomi was leading her towards a new kind of family, bound not by blood, but by loyalty and shared dreams. As the harvest season flourished, Ruth found herself increasingly drawn to Boaz's undeniable charm and kindness, feeling an exciting connection grow between them. One afternoon, while the sun cast a golden glow over the fields, Boaz approached her with a gentle smile, asking, "Would you like to join me for a meal at my home? I'd enjoy your company." The invitation sent a thrill through Ruth, signaling not just generosity but the budding of something truly meaningful. "I would be honored," she replied, her voice steady despite the flutter in her heart. As they walked side by side towards his house, Ruth's mind raced with possibilities. Could this be the love she had only dreamed of, blooming from her faithfulness and dedication? She cherished the thought of creating a life where despair could be transformed into joy, and moments of uncertainty could lead to lasting happiness. Their evening together was filled with shared laughter and tantalizing dishes, weaving a tapestry rich with stories of resilience and hope. Ruth felt as if she were stepping into a new world, where the burdens of the past began to lighten in the warmth of Boaz's kindness. As the evening drew to a close, Ruth and Boaz lingered at the table, enjoying the quiet camaraderie that had blossomed between them. With each shared smile, Ruth felt her heart blossom, as Boaz spoke of his aspirations and dreams, mirroring her own hopes for the future. His words painted vivid images of a life built on mutual respect and love, casting aside any remnants of her past struggles. The connection they nurtured that night felt almost palpable, a promise of something greater awaiting them both. As the stars twinkled above, Ruth realized that she was no longer just a gleaner. She was a woman embraced by love, hope, and an unwavering faith in what lay ahead. As weeks turned into months, Ruth and Boaz continued to navigate their lives in a seamless rhythm, their bond deepening with each passing day. Ruth often recalled Naomi's wisdom, now understanding that love could flourish in the most unexpected places. Sharing their hopes under the moonlit sky, they meticulously planned for a future that included both of their dreams, a life built on the foundations of loyalty, faith, and mutual support. Boaz's admiration for Ruth grew, and with it, the realization that together they could weave a legacy that would honor their past while shaping a promising future. Their journey, rooted in resilience, was not merely about survival, but emulating the divine love that intersected their lives, guiding their footsteps into a brighter destiny. The intertwining of their paths served as a reminder that every moment spent nurturing love was a step toward fulfillment. And now, with hearts aligned, they embraced the beauty of their shared journey wholeheartedly. As the seasons changed and the days grew shorter, Ruth and Boaz remained steadfast partners, their love evolving into a bond that echoed through the fields. The harvest had brought them together, but it was their unwavering commitment to each other that truly flourished. Ruth often found herself lost in thoughts of their future, imagining a home filled with laughter, shared dreams, and the joy of family. One crisp evening, as they strolled through the fields under a canopy of stars, Boaz paused to gaze into Ruth's eyes. "You have brought light into my life," he confessed, his voice earnest and filled with emotion. In that moment, Ruth felt a profound sense of belonging, enveloped in warmth and love that had blossomed from her difficult journey. She knew then that they were not merely building a life together, but were creating a legacy rooted in hope, faith, and loyalty that would inspire generations to come. As they continued their journey together, whispers of their love began to weave throughout Bethlehem, drawing attention from those who had witnessed Ruth's dedication. Conversations buzzed with admiration for her unwavering spirit and Boaz's virtuous character. It was a burgeoning tale of loyalty that transcended mere survival, an embodiment of faith flourishing against the odds, igniting hope in the hearts of those who believed in the power of love and commitment. The love story of Ruth and Boaz serves as a timeless legacy that highlights the transformative power of loyalty and faith. Their journey through loss and adversity forged an unbreakable bond, inspiring all to embrace hope and commitment in their own lives. Together they exemplified that love, nurtured with dedication, can create a profound impact for generations.